I'll keep this hand because it contains the best mana fixer, Shatter Wayfinder, and the best color fixer, Zag of Triumph. You easily 4-1 with the Void Shatter deck. Congrats, NJ. What would Kani Uro be? Couldn't even see much. So now the options, there are two options. Wayfinder, next turn Thoughtseize DK, or DK and then Thoughtseize Wayfinder. I think I'd rather play the Wayfinder abrupt the turn 3 play and Thoughtseize. Because what if they have a turn 2 play, then like I probably can get away with not practicing this in general with this hand. Grab it round Catacombs. We have two types in our graveyard for our non-existent Traverse, but Shark Typhoon here for helping. Llanowar Elves is about to become the first member of the DK crew. Huh. So here goes my plan of abruptly DKing the 3-drop card. It's fine, we gonna jump this with this. Oh, it's Winota. I did not realize that my opponent's going to be playing a Winota deck. I thought it's just gonna be some Gruul shooters. Then I'll take Winota. Play Scavenging Ooze and pass. Hexproof from black, but no protection from green, so I can chump block for days. I could actually also just double block. What about that line when I double block? And then I have the DK for the second one. And then I have an elf. But I lost my Ooze, which otherwise is a pretty strong monster. Risk against Bone Crusher. I'm not as much worried about that because, well, I mean, I could have drawn it, I guess. I mean, it will probably mean that next turn I trade the Scavenging Ooze for the thing anyways. The reason to keep the Scavenging Ooze would be to make a big monster that survives their monsters and blocks all the small ones. I think I should double block. Because I have the late game covered, I have Uro in my deck. It also means that there is like perpetually gonna be less monsters for Winota top deck on the battlefield. And it's not convenient for me to consume the creatures with oozes. And now my opponent's going to play post-combat Legion Warboss, we're gonna DK that. Do they play any protection spells? I assume they don't. Maybe I can make a 2/2 shark if they attack. No, because their creature grows. Let's do that. This kills Winota. Next turn I can keep the Shark Typhoon / Rider. Make a shark end of turn, block the small ones. Still in downside of doing DK Sorcery Speed, if my opponent plays a Winota pre-combat, which they would play pre-combat, then I don't get a chance to Murderous Rider, then my opponent gets a trigger off of the Llanowar Elf. I should probably play the Dog to protect Winota, very well could be. It's kind of weird that they are just YOLOing it out, playing Eldritch Evolution, a Thoughtseize format, just Going -1 on cards, easy. No trouble. And I think you can play Neonut and give a fuck. I think you could, I don't know. Like, we just play the dog. The dog is probably a good card, right? Not hard-casting Typhoon? No, I chose not to. Could probably trophy the Warboss. What's the button? Empty geotap quickly as you just did, Kanister. I have it bound to W. I'm not sure what's the auto bound. I think it's W. Or M. I don't remember. Seven plus 5, 1 mana away from Emrakul. Any types missing? No. Planeswalker or Artifact. Need more tribal? I don't think a single tribal card is legal in this format. This Kong has a funny face. Semnacol is a 13/13 with no text. There's a very uncharitable interpretation of what the card does. I think Karvek might be fine. There's an Eldrazi Tribal there. Eldrazi Tribal card was in old Zendikar. A new Zendikar, it's not there. Liliana... Ethergast, good against the wonky guy. Extinction even good in general. This figure good against elves. Field Mystic, no. Tamio, no. Emrakul probably not needed. JVP good. Tireless Tracker. What do we want to cut? Chuck Typhoon being instant speed to keep up removal is good. Uro being Uro is good. Fatsis is fine, but on the draw, drawing too many might be deadly. Tireless Tracker, and go down on one. Ooze, and I don't care. Yeah, remove a Fatsis. We have a lot of removal. So it should be fine. We have one sweeper to find. We have Ura to Ura. Push for an elf, then settle for an Ura. They don't have graveyard. What? I think every single player has a graveyard. But Ooze is good late game against creature decks. Yeah, it's fine. No Siege Rhino main deck. Asked by Siege Rhino fan. Well, no. Alright, we found Uro, so it's still as if we drew a card. Can hold a push for Winota. That's actually problematic, but now that they miss it for flame drop, for land drop, which seems to be the case. Why do you play one trophy and one DK main instead of other combinations? I don't know. I played a few matches without trophy and there were things that I couldn't kill. I play Eldritch Evolution. Yeah, I could get a Winota like that. I see a match like that and I don't see Uro as a problem. He's just a closer. Sure. But it's gonna get an elemental. Why not just escape Uro and push Elf? Because I forgot that I can play push after I escape Uro because Uro gives me an extra mana, frankly. Partially. But we get to flip the J's too. Now I'm going to escape Euro. And we can push the elemental. Extinction events, so we want to kill the event monsters with that. So in that case, no, I guess we'll kill the elf so that my opponent can't top deck away Winota. And we have the extinction event, so they need evolution, and they have 2 shots at killing me with the marauders. They top deck an evolution. Otherwise, we cast extinction event on exactly that, even. Winota is not even that scary at that point. That's not true. That's pretty scary. Even with like 2 triggers, like the cards that it gets in this deck is not like Basri's Lieutenant, this now standard version. It's Angra's Marauder switch. deals humongous amounts of damages. Sniper ammo share. Gonna be so good. Scramflage is Valiant Pioneer. All Fozzies play pool and then you can play Tire Strike on the next turn. Oops. It's Sniff Miss it and my opponent's hand is powerful. Might be that my opponent goes over the top of me. But we'll see. Maybe I'm going to go over the top of my opponent, but that's less likely. Maybe I won't draw a land for my Tire Strikers and then I'll say, oh, how I wish I had a Traverse. Can also bring to light for a, like the fact that I had both bring to light and that was a so-called bummer. Well, I guess I actually still have Traverse in my deck. Thing is that if I play a creature and my opponent is going to Supremely Verdict. They lack red mana. Yeah, I didn't have red mana in hand, but yeah, bring to light. For which I guess I don't need that. Imagine just playing 8 5-drops in your deck and being like, yeah, it's fine. Maybe even 9. Because it actually is fine. Oh, hey, look, red mana. They revealed Teferi, Dreadbore, and Abrupt Decay. Just 3 cards, it's not actually that many. The fatal pushes are not helpful. They kill both my trackers and there's a 6/6 and there's an extra bring to light. How do you beat them game 1? Well, I still have Emrakul in the deck, so by utilizing Emrakul, the Ion Storm probably. My opponent weirdly didn't deploy the Ferry to bounce the other tracker. Skilled it. And the fail pushes are pretty not Gucci. Dreadbore, Caryatid, Teferi, Bring to Light. Sound of Devastation. I'll take Bring to Light. Play Scavenging Ooze. Consume their Uro. It's problematic that I might just die to the Nebmizet. I think I'd rather not die to it yet. Ordering was press for Niv. We have a few. To Rider 1 trophy, you have the Shaq Typhoon 2 Cham block. You have Tamiyo for not Cham blocking. Problem is that Typhoon is not gonna Cham block right now. So I need to because they have the Dread. The Dreadball has been spent. No, they have another Dreadball in hand. This is a second Dreadball. Let me check my Fossies reveal. Yeah, Fossies reveal Dreadball. Okay, so they still have a Dreadball in their hand because I took their Bring to Light. So I need to play the Scavenging Ooze. We need to cast Fatal Push for Emrakul. Well, I have Abrupt Decay trophy in my deck. I mean, I can cast Emrakul without an instant in my graveyard. That's a perfectly legal move too. Maybe they want plus FA before combat. Yeah, it could be that too. Checkmate. It's kind of silly that I just died to a dragon like that. It is kind of silly to just die like that. I think my point. Well, I guess I don't have double red, so they couldn't do that. They couldn't have cast out of deal 5 to everybody. In before Siege Rhino. Don't say that out loud or Siege Rhino fan is going to say something. Another Tefari. Can't even Mordor's Rider there. Maybe miss it now. Double look. Bouncing my clue. Yeah, you can tell me the shark back. Either if they block with the carrot so you don't have the second red, or if the fairy dies. Which I guess is the plan. Why did they bounce clue? I'm not sure, I think that was... could have been done better by them. Any effects? Another Dreadbore? How many Dreadbores is this deck playing? Infinite Dreadbores. And by infinite I mean 3, like, which is a absolutely finite and very, like, reasonable number. to count towards. I'll drink this. It kills the visit. I'm not sure about negate. Ashok stops Bring to Light and Uro. With Teferi choosing Downfall for less mana. True, assuming that you always have Teferi in the battlefield, which is probably absolutely true. It's very good. I think I'll cut Frill Missing because it's very bad. Going to bring in Ashok. DK, yes. I don't think I care for the DK. Tamio, I don't know if she's good. Negate, who knows? Will you test 5 colony for the showcase at some point? Well, there's not much more time. I could play Niv Mizzet too. Because it is a similar deck and seems good in head to head. It seems pretty seems like the game one is pretty easy for. But damn, Extinction even can kill 2 Niv Mizzets. It could, yeah. What do you think of Grixis Wirza? I think that Moxopal got banned. That's what I think. So many cards, I didn't even read them. I just like mindlessly moved my mouse across all of that and the hand is excellent, so I keep it. And by excellent, I mean, have you even seen an excellent hand? That's a mistake, right? I should probably guess a turn to Dork. Because later on there can be a Teferi. Yeah, it was just bad. Voice of Resurgence. Well, that's also gas protection, I guess. And here I am laughing, saying, haha, Voice of Resurgence. LOL. I don't think I'll cycle the Triumph. Ashok. Targeting me. Mills Drowned, Catacomb, Watery Grave, Thoughtseize, and Fabled Passage. The Ashok became the Ashoker. Classic Voice of Resurgence into Ashok Curve. You're so right, friends. White control seems decent against all the stacks we play against. Very well could be. But probably there are many people who hold the opinion that blue-white control is unplayable. Because for some reason in Magic's history, blue-white control is always either unplayable or insane. Never just a fine deck. Mildenura, which I'm not gonna resummon. 1, 2, 3 types. I can traverse. No, I can't traverse because of Ashok. OP can't traverse if you guessed. I can't traverse because Ashok prevents me from searching my library. Or rather, well, I can cast a card, but it's not gonna end well. I can also cast it without Delirium, so, you know, that point was moot. Nicol Bolas the Ravager. I was not ready for that. Why are they playing this? It's not even a hit for Niv-Mizzet. Maybe they play some Dragon Tribal cards. Synergies. Rakdos' return. Alright, fine. Why not discard Traverse? Because I have great plans. But those plans, I mean, I'll discard next time. I mean, I guess like you can play one Nicol Bolas Ravager, one Siege Rhino, because those are cards that have text. Nobody's gonna tell you that you can't play those. And Nicol Bolas is actually gonna flip on the next turn, I'm gonna die to it. If my planets I land. And my Uros have been rendered Uroless. The Ashok has become the Ashoked. The Ashok gives me a glimpse of hope. I played and I'll pass. What does Nicol Bolas the Arisen do? Plus 2, draw 2, -3, deal 10. -4, put target creature or planeswalker card from a graveyard in the battlefield under your control. -12, exile all but the bottom card that can play as library. A removal would have been pretty nice, I agree. If I save Ashok and I flip enough types, I can play Emrakul. If I draw a land too. Pretty good for a 11 mana planeswalker. Yeah, first we go to draw lands. It's not a land. This matchup seems miserable. It seems really bad, yeah. Seems like a really bad matchup. A little point in managing on myself. I guess. They're gonna minus on me. I have an Ura in hand still though, so maybe exiling the graveyard as a bonus is good. Ashok minus ourselves hit our Ura. I don't have enough cards to summon that Ura still. Really, that's the questing beast. Yeah, voice is really good against dispute. That's actually some pretty good deck building. I like this Nemesis deck, I think. I mean, I don't like it because it's just so aesthetically not pleasing when you draw a card and all of your cards are of random colors. Because it just looks mismatched as you were playing with cards from different games. So I don't like that, but you know, competitively speaking, that's led to a pretty small issue. And they disallowed every single combo deck in the format, so nobody can play that.